Alright, guys and girls, welcome back. I've done a lot of off-camera stuff. Give you a quick update. I've rearranged most of the stuff. Pretty much transformed the base into something a little different. As you can see, it's definitely looking a whole lot different. Um, just some simple stuff. I used the concrete to make the walls and do everything. They added in some essentials, the constructor, created a second level, got processor, refrigerator, went ahead and put in an armor locker, threw some ventilation in. Um, this was the initial room that had everything in it. I pretty much kept the majority of it in place. Moved the ventilator from right there to right there. The reason for that was because it also services out here, so I used two of the sides to oxygenate two different areas. Um, Added in this hallway and then put a small farm out underneath the bedroom or the room up there, so you could still look out the bedroom and look over the farm, and then you can look out the farm as well. And put in 9 spots. Nine. These are usually the components I use. In most cases, I usually put in um, 1 row of durans, pumpkins, and tomatoes, which makes the vegetable canned goods, which is extremely good for carrying around with you because the perish time is like 325, 336 or something like that. So it's got a really, really, really long hold time, which is excellent for going out and doing different things that are going to take some time on you. Then I usually put in 3 of the Akura bushes. Um, they usually do pretty good as far as quick quick meals, quick stuff. Then I usually put in a corn bush to get my plastics, and then a couple of 1 or 2 fibers, depending on what my needs are at the time. At the moment, I've got the 2 fibers in here. Originally, I didn't have any fibers, so I had other things in there, but I had to go out and get some fibers. So, and then that space that was underneath, I sealed that off. As you can see, I moved this player spawner plate to the basement and put in an extra O2 and moved everything around. So I moved the generator and the O2s, added another fuel cell so I could have a little more fuel, and that is what I've done with the outs or with the base. Again, this is not going to be a permanent base. These are just really quick temporary stuff that I did. And of course I have the roof that I can look out, see what's out and about. If necessary. I must say though, throughout the couple of days that I've been playing just periodically and grinding out some stuff, I really, really like what they've done with the terrain. The terrain is just really wonderful. Naturally, just, yeah. I mean, I don't have words for it. The mountains and the hills, I when you roll up on them, it's almost like they were really truly, hills, mountains. Just the terrain, the way it works, it's just been amazing. I've really enjoyed, getting out there and doing some exploration, looking at the terrain and how they've done it, it is completely different from what it was in 6.0. So I think they've done some really good work on this. The number of creatures that spawn, yeah, I've physically got it on high for my game, but even then I've had it on high in 6.0 and never got the kind of spawns that I've been getting. I mean, just good and, the peaceful and the aggressive creatures, they're all good. I mean, just unbelievable. I went and built 2 ships actually. This is the second version of the first ship. I tore it down. That just when I wanted to build something new, something simple. So I started another one, got it done, played with it, didn't like it, so I ended up tearing it down and then rebuilding this one. This is actually an updated version of what I had. Again, I wanted to keep it simple. That was the whole key to doing this, is just making it as simple as possible. Just to get around and do what I need to do. Some features I added into this was, oh hey, broken windows. Why is the window broken? Only a couple of points. That's weird. Anything else damaged on this thing? That was a yes, I guess. Somewhere. Alright, so one of the things I wanted to try was I wanted to instead of having like an extra block or two worth of lower panel underneath the cockpit, I wanted to have instant access to the cockpit from below. Just to make sure that in a case of, I'm running for my life per se and want to get on the ship as fast as possible, all I got to do is run up and hit it and boom, I'm in. There's no having to jump up and try to land on the cockpit to get in. It's just real simple, real easy just to get in as we go. I tried a couple of configurations with the hover engines. Tried do a couple of different things. This seems to be a pretty good stable setup right here. Most of the weight's in the back, so I put most of the hover jets in the back, and then of course the one up in the front. The ships fly a little differently than they did in 6. So I have found that with the new terrain, I do a lot more tipping over, or at least I did when I had less of the jets on here when I was playing with the configurations. So one of the problems I was having was trying to get the ship to flip back over by hitting O, which is where you set the ship by hitting O to level or plane. So if you topple your ship on top of its roof, then you can hit O, and it's supposed to try to flip the ship back over. I was having issues with that, so what I did is I went ahead and I put jets on the bottom to assist in the flipping over process, and it has worked. It does flip over a lot more easily than it did. And of course, as I gained levels and unlocked stuff, I added more stuff to it, like the docking pads and the hover boosters, which I use to tip up on the buildings or even get out of water for that matter. I've found that I've sunk this thing, excuse me, sunk this thing into the water a couple of times. So to get out of the water, I use the hover boosters, and that seems to work pretty well. I've got the new constructor, which I really like the looks of. They've done some really good tough jobs on some of their blocks. I've got 2 cargo bins and then a refrigerator for when I pick up stuff. So, like I said, it's just a really basic ship, great starter ship. What am I, level 8 now? So, yeah. So this would be a really good level 8 type of construction ship. Worked out really well. The first iteration that I had built was like a level 3, so you can see how early game you could actually get a hovercraft. I'm not liking the bike. The bike seems a little glitchy still. I'm not sure when you're trying to ride the train, if it's the new terrain or what it is, but the bike really unstable. I find myself getting turned around a lot, spun around, you know, things that if you were on a normal motorcycle you'd wreck. I mean, and I don't mean just wreck, I mean wipe the hell out. So, yeah, I'm not liking the bike with the new terrain at all. It just doesn't seem to function correctly. So, getting into a hovercraft as early as possible is a really good thing in this game. Even when the bike was working good, the hovercraft is a better vehicle anyway. Now, of course, with that being said, well, I do recommend having a bike on the hovercraft just in case you get the cockpit blown out or something like that and don't have the materials to rebuild the hovercraft. You can get the bike, go get what you need, ride the bike back, fix your ship, and then move the ship on again. Or for that matter, just break down the ship totally and then rebuild it if need be. So, from this to that. Speaking of which, it would be a good idea. Let's save this thing. Okay, and I'll let you see the basic version, which is that right there. 90 freaking iron, 74 copper, and 55 silicon. So you're talking extremely easy, very fast build, and you can unlock it at level 3. So boom, and it's in and out. The next level is only 186 iron, 152 copper, and 111 silicon, and that's at its current level, which is, going to basically suit me for most of what I need to do on Aku in the first place. Well, not most. When I take on the actual fortresses and stuff like that, I'll actually have my tank. I'll use my tank for that, and that's just because the Scorpion it's a hellacious vehicle. That's it right there. So, the first iteration is a level 8, which I'm at. I could actually build right now, but as you can see, it takes a lot more than the basic, and then of course the full iteration. The one with the actual RD cannon on the top, that's going to be a level 20. That's going to be your in-game tank, which is going to be the most dangerous of them all. So So it won't be too long before I actually have my tank. And then of course, once I do that, I really don't need this basic thing right here. But for getting started, you know, it's awesome. You know, for getting onto a planet and, you know, needing something straight off the bat, boom, you can't do any better than this baby. Just unbelievable. Very sound. And with the, whoa, and here we go. There you go. So that's what happens when you get turned over. Yeah, we're still having some problems getting flipped over. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. Alright, so maybe instead of putting them on the bottom, maybe I need to put them pointed upward. Oh, hey, where are you? I heard you. Go Plant Master, where are you? Here you are. Around. Pop out. Got one. And oh, damn it. Nobody does that shit. Yeah. Can you tell I like playing in my hovercraft? Okay, so while I'm out here, one thing I need to do is pick up some oxygen. Really? Okay, and this is a perfect example of being able to get right back on this ship from below. Works wonderful. Okay. Okay, so that was a quick update just to let you know where everything is, what's going on. Okay, so my next step is going to be to get ready and set up, grab tools, and hit the abandoned mine. So let me get on that. I'll pop back in and we'll head to the abandoned mine. Catch y'all later. Alright, why is one of those on the outside? It's a scary creature. Not doing anything to him. Obviously, I'm going to miss him a lot. fact that one of those was on the outside definitely leads me to believe that they have made changes. Yep. There's a spawner in there. There wasn't a spawner in there before. So this is going to be all new. That's where the door was blown off. I'm not convinced that it was done by the drone. Where the fuck did he come from? Motherfucker. Where's he coming from? Gotta be another spawner around there somewhere. He saw me. Figure out where this guy's coming from. Right there. I'll be damned. Got rid of that spawner. That way I don't have to worry about them spawning out here on me. Oh yeah. Wonder what other kind of surprises they've got in store for us. Yes, I don't think that was done by the drone. I think that was built into the building. Change this. That's new. I've never seen that before. Didn't open. Only looks. Okay. Oh, there's a spawner up there in that room. Right there. Alright. So good to know. They still don't like stairs. Alright, so they still don't like stairs. Good to know. What's the point of having a door there? They glitched. They glitched. That's funny. The door is supposed to be across the opening. Switches for. That's funny. Yeah, neat. Let's go. Put this stuff up real quick. Okay, a door on the floor. What is the purpose behind a door on the floor? Okay, it doesn't open. And maybe it's glitched like the other door. Maybe it's supposed to be up there, but instead it's on the floor. Okay. Well, interesting enough. Yeah, let's see what new surprises we have back here. Looks the same so far. Alright. Nice. What the? What's up with the radiation? Huh. I wonder if the blocks, the alien blocks are radioactive. Alright. Long way down. Same. Means it's going to be a hell of a jump to get back out again, as normal. Huh. We may have a problem. Let's see. Alright, none of these are radioactive. Insulation boosters for cold. Got the oxygen tanks. EVA boosters for cold. Does give a little radiation multi-boost. Looks like a radiation 2. I think I'm gonna have to make a trip back to base. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to come back and hit this. Let's see, let's get the mobility boost and EVA boost. So I can go back to base. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go back to base. And I will catch y'all in a bit. Did my thing. Swapped out, basically. Did the armor with a armor boost, which gives me a radiation number 1. Gives me a jetpack factor of positive 0.2. Added a multi-boost, which gives me an added armor boost of 17. Gives me a jump factor of 0.02. A radiation of 2. And a jetpack factor of 0.08. Negative 0.08. So that might hurt. Well, does it hurt me or not? I don't remember if that's a positive or a negative. You know, it might be the positive that's has a negative effect on the jetpack. Alright, well, ultimately we're gonna have to give it a shot, so let's do this. Something I want to do real quick is pick up at least 5 of those. for the first part, I'm gonna want to have at least one of those. Let's put the bombs here, that there. I'm not gonna need, I may need that. Let's put that back. I won't need that, so let's get rid of the miner. Alright, got ammo. Alright. And let's jump in this, see if we can't get back into this. Yeah. The gun should not have come back. Keep some lights on. Alright, not hearing radiation, so that's a good thing. Okay, first things first. Got what there was. Oh, there it is. Okay. Missed him. What in there? I swore there was a spawner right here. Okay, that's a really annoying noise. Alright, oh, that's not a good sign. Shit. And now we know why. Sadly, I didn't bring enough. fucking A. Nope. No matter how many times I'm gonna do this, it's not gonna work, is it? Oh, wait a second. Ah. And that's why, because I was doing it from the wrong fucking side. Which brings me to this side. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to jump that back up into here. Not with having this kind of a problem. Oh, shit. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. Whoa. I guarantee this is at least 4 blocks high. Alright, so. I'll come back to the drawing board. Starting with needing more of those. Now, do I want to give it a shot for once? How much damage did I do to this block? Really? That's it? Hardened steel. And this is hardened steel. That's hardened steel. Those hardened steel. It's all hardened steel. And that's just wonderful. Okay. Odds theories. Dum. Okay, let's see. One idea would be transport hub, comm center. Got the crash titans. Another comm center. Already hit the village. Already hit the Civ hub. Alright. Change of plans. Alright. I need something with a better jump. Alright, so again, we're back to having to come back. Okay, and on that note, let's cut this for today. We'll just make this an episode, and then when I come back, next episode, we will go from there. I'm figuring I'm going to need to do some more exploring, hit a couple of things up. I need to find some more inserts into my armor. Basically, I'm gonna need something that boosts jump and jetpack. Once I can find a few of those, then I can come back and I'll be able to make those jumps like I need to, so I can get in and out and stay into the hideaways that are built into the abandoned mine. So until then, I will catch you and thank you again.